Good morning and welcome to your yoga practice. This is going to be a shorter practice. It's about 25 minutes long. And you will want a strap and whatever you like for your Shavasana. This class is going to be focused on the upper back and neck, a head position reset. But a head position reset starts from the ground up. So we're going to use a couple Sun Salutations to get into it. Join me at the top of the mat. And go ahead and jump up and down or etch-a-sketch a few times because we want to release anything that we've done to sort of reset our posture. And then just come to a relaxed stance as if you were just standing, talking to a friend, and notice where your weight is on your feet. Is it forward over toward the toes, or is it back over the heels? And are your hips over your heels, or are they in front of or behind? And your shoulders, does it feel like your shoulders are a little bit forward, or are they super back, or do they feel just right? And notice where your head feels over your shoulders and hips. And then we're going to lift the toes. That drops the weight into the heels. Notice what else changed. And then we're going to lift the elevator and then lift the sternum while also drawing the small ribs down. Roll your shoulders forward up, squeeze them in the back, and let them fall. Shoulders up, forward up, squeeze them in the back. And finally, as you let your toes fall to the ground like snowflakes, inhale and lift up through the top of your head. And notice if your posture feels different. Inhale and lift your arms up and overhead. Exhale, elbows down. Imagine you're pressing into countertops on either side. Feel these muscles underneath your armpits engage. As you exhale again, forward fold. Inhale, half, and come up to half by lifting the back of the head, the shoulders, and then pressing the thighs back as the zipper lifts your heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half, head, shoulders, thighs back, core engaged. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, last half for this one. And exhale, hands down, right knee back. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Let's try cactus arms again. Press the elbows down, the back foot down. Lift the heart and exhale. Chest, chin, and knees. Inhale into a low cobra and then lift your hands. Flying cobra, lift the back of the head. Press your elbows back. And on an exhale, shift back, wave your hips from side to side. Spider hands up on the fingerprints, lifting the wrists. And then set your hands back down, pressing into the whole fingers, come up to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right heel to the sky. Exhale, right foot, right wrist, left knee down. And on the inhale, cactus arms, angel pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms to the sides, maybe a little bit back. Reverse swan dive, gather the morning light. And exhale, down and into your heart. Inhale, cactus arms, up hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, fingers down, left knee back. Inhale, cactus arms, angel pose. Imagine you're pressing those elbows down. Really feel the muscles toward your back, beneath your armpits, activating and helping you lift your rib cage out of the pelvis. Exhale. Chest, chin, and knees. Feel those same muscles as you inhale forward to flying low or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Turn your head side to side. Roll your shoulders around. And then inhale, lift the left heel to the sky. Exhale. Left foot down. Right knee down, inhale. Cactus angel. Press the elbows down, feel the rib cage lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms a little bit back. Rise up, gather the light. And exhale, down through center. We're gonna work with the shoulder joints. So head position has to do with the diamond of the upper back. Out to the shoulders, down to the base of the ribs, and up to the base of the skull. And so feeling, when we started this morning, I could feel that the heads of my arm bones were a little bit forward. And that can often happen. In fact, your body almost has to do that if your head is forward, like mine was reading my computer this morning. Your shoulders almost naturally come forward. So we're gonna take a wide grip on the strap, lift it above the head, and exhale, down and behind. Inhale up, and exhale. You want the strap, you want your hands to be only wide enough that it feels like the strap catches you just above 90 degrees to the ground. Inhale up, exhale down. Now start to notice, it's easy to let the rib cage pop up with this. So exhale and engage the muscles of the core that will keep your rib cage stationary. At this point, you're probably noticing things loosening up around the shoulder blades, and maybe you can go a little bit lower. So just bring your hand in less than a hand width. And we're gonna come back to the exact same thing. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, and then arms down. Roll one shoulder back and look away, roll the other shoulder back and look away. And then we're gonna take a narrow grip on the strap. So if you're reaching forward, your hands are directly in front of the shoulder joints. And then inhale up, strap pulls. Now we're gonna get a twofer. Step, say, the right foot forward. Press down through the feet, lift elevator, drawstring, zipper. And as you're pulling on the strap, exhale and aim for the back of your head. Inhale up and exhale. You're gonna feel those serratus muscles that I've been talking about. And under the armpits toward your back. But you're also going to feel the muscles are all around your shoulder blades. You're aiming for the back of your head. But you're not facilitating that by the head coming forward. That's one of the temptations here. Inhale up and exhale down. Step forward and exhale. Right leg back, left knee bends. And then we're gonna bring the strap up. Wag your pigtails back. And pulling on the strap, press into the heels. Lift elevator drawstring zipper. Lift up through the top of your head and exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward. And we're done with the strap. That can go over to the side. Roll one shoulder back and look away. Roll the other shoulder back and look away. We might use the strap a little bit toward the end, but for now, we're going to come down for some locust pose. Before we come all the way down though, I'm gonna ask you to interlace your hands behind your head. Have your thumbs right at the base of your skull. Draw your shoulder blades a little bit together, a little bit down. Again, stabilizing the rib cage from within. And then press your head back into the hands as you pull your thumbs up. It's a very subtle isometric contraction. Try to keep your chin level. So you're pulling the back of your skull a little bit up. You'll feel like your chin is almost tucking toward your thyroid gland, but you're still pressing back. Inhale, release, and exhale. Forward fold, walk your hands forward, your feet back. And we're actually going to start with a plank here. Shift your shoulders forward. And start to saw back and forth. Engage those muscles under your armpits and lift the low ribs to the sky. Exhale, lower down. And then reach your arms out to the side. Press your legs together. On an inhale, with the back of the head, the arms, and the legs. Rotate your palms forward so your thumbs reach toward the sky. Tuck your chin and press the back of your head toward the ceiling. Exhale. Rest your head on your hands. Bend your knees. Drop the hips from side to side. Now, inhale, reach your arms forward. And imagine you're stretching out through your fingers, back through your toes, back through the tailbone, and forward through the head. Inhale, lift your right arm and your left leg. Exhale down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale down. Your head moves with the arm, but we're not cranking to look forward. Keep that ear right next to the bicep. And come back to your resting position in crocodile with your head on the back of your hands, bend the knees, crisscross applesauce. And then bring your arms into cactus with your forehead on the ground. If that's uncomfortable, you can roll your mat back or use a blanket under your forehead. So in cactus, we're gonna press the elbows down and lift the forearms off the floor. So forearms all the way through the hands, exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the forearms, exhale down. Press out through the elbows. Inhale, lift the forearms, exhale down. Continue with the rhythm of your breath. Press out through the elbows. It's a subtle move. Make sure you're not just cranking your wrists. You really want to feel this in the muscles around your upper arm bone. 2 more breaths. And then inhale, lift your arms in cactus with the back of your head. Lift your legs. Exhale. Press back, child's pose. And then roll over onto your back, please. Arms in cactus, knees bent, feet on the floor. Exhale, rotate the upper arm bones until your palms come down. Inhale, back to cactus. Exhale, rotate the arms to scarecrow. Inhale, back to cactus. Continue with the rhythm of your breath. And then end up with one arm up, one arm down. Lower the knees to one side and turn your nose to the other. Inhale up through center and exhale to the other side. And mechanical doll arms. Continue with the rhythm of your breath. And the next time you're on one side or the other, just flip the arms. Everything will be in the opposite relationship and continue. Inhale, center, exhale, over. And then roll over to one side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged seat. Grab your strap. Now, if you don't need a strap to connect your arms behind your head, then you don't need the strap here. Lift one arm to the sky and then reach under and either connect the hands or pull on the strap. Press your head back into the upper forearm. For some people, the elbow will be out here, and so you'll be pressing back maybe toward your wrist. Tuck the chin very slightly toward the bottom of your throat. And keep pressing the head back for one more breath. Inhale. Unwind. And then on your next inhale with the other arm, find your connection across the upper back. And you want to either be pulling on the hands a little bit or pulling on the strap. Keep the rib cage in neutral, so we're not letting those low ribs flare up. And press your head back into the forearm or wrist. Inhale, unwind. And then come back down. So laying on your back, knees bent, feet on the floor for a bridge and a fish. Bring your heels as close as you can to your bum. On an exhale, lift your hips, pressing into the whole foot. And then for what we're doing, the next part is important. Bring the hands together behind the back, palms face each other, thumbs are up. And then straighten or have the intention and the action to straighten through the elbows, bringing the eyes of the elbows up. Have the very back of the bun of the occiput on the ground, your nose is to the ceiling. Now, inhale, lower your hips onto the back of your wrists. And then on an exhale, bend your elbows, lifting the rib cage. Top of the head comes to or toward the ground. And then stretch your fingers toward where your heels are. Keep pressing the elbows into the ground. Exhale, tuck the chin. Lower down, hip to heart. And hug your knees in. Inhale to center and exhale over to one side for a small twist. Inhale, center, exhale, side B. And as you find your Shavasana, start it by hugging yourself. Feel your shoulder blades go wide across the upper back. And then bring the hands down with the palms up. And tuck your chin just a little bit, nothing crazy. And release into Shavasana. Short 2.5-minute Shavasana to go with our 25-minute practice. Feel your head get really heavy. And imagine it sinking back into the ground. And as it sinks back, your shoulders sink back. Your arms sink, almost like you're laying on a little bit of wet sand on the beach. And then your hips sink. And your big thigh bones, the biggest bones in the body, two of the biggest bones in the body, sink, and your heels. You can feel your breath waving through, waving down the gut side of the spine, into the insides of the pelvis, into the inner upper thighs. And as you exhale, a wave of relaxation washes back from foot to head. Imagine the deep, abiding blue of the sky. And feel the clear light of the sun. And take these few moments to simply be. listen, taste, smell, touch. Move your eyes behind your eyelids. And then inhale and stretch your arms up by your ears. Reach, finger away from toes, toes away from fingers, head away from tail, and tail away from head. Exhale, move through, laying on your side as you slowly wind up to your comfortable seat. Take a few breaths, press the sitting bones down, and feel that organize your posture. Notice how your shoulders, chest, and head all feel. And then inhale if you'd like. Lift up. Happy yoga day. If you feel like this did something positive for you, I would suggest doing it 3 to 5 days a week and see what else feels like it changes for the better. Namaste.